What up, y'all? I am Vegas, and you are listening to One2FlowOn. The topic today is Happy Birthday Hip Hop. Now, if you don't know, pardon Durag, but if you don't know, Durag Dynasty, what up? If you don't know, hip hop has turned 44 years of age, still relatively young in this game of music, but nevertheless, it's something to celebrate. There's a rich history there. You know, we all debate the past, the present, whatever. But one thing I want to say is, and I'm going to try to make this as clear as possible, hip-hop culture, music, the DJing, the dancing, not too many people break dance, I guess, but somebody break dance. You know, some people still do graffiti, you know, all of that. All the elements of hip-hop music, the fashion, everything. It's cool that it's extremely popular in 2017. But there's one thing I want to say as it relates to the music, and more importantly, speaking on the music and making the music is invitation only. Now, I know you're probably like, oh, yo, he hip-hop police. You hip-hop police? Nah, man, not at all. I'm not one of those dudes. I hate people like that, just like you. My thing is, when I say invitation only, is the fact that we're all fans to some degree or another. Everybody likes something different as it relates to hip-hop music, whether you are a fan or you create it. But the thing is there are a lot of you out there who really got into this hip-hop thing because it was the thing to do. You're into hip-hop because your friends are, not because it connected to you. Now, usually I hate the whole, you know, when was the first time you fell in love with hip-hop? I don't have one of those stories, man. I just don't. Because honestly, I just enjoyed the music. And as I got, you know, more involved with the culture, then I realized it was this thing, you know. But beyond that, it was more so I love the music. I love the dancing. I love the DJs. It wasn't really a moment or a record that made me fall in love with hip hop. Sure, I could pick one out. But I never liked that question, mainly for myself personally. But that's kind of become cliche for some people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they love what hip-hop represents. They love the fact that us hip-hop fans love it so much, so they want to be a part of that. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? As a fan, you're really supposed to hear a record, connect with it, and say, damn, what's this music? There's more of it? Let me go get more. Let me scour the internets, or if it's back in the day, let me go through the record store. Give me more of this. I want to learn more. Okay, let me get the Source magazine. That's a person who truly loves hip hop, and I can't say that was the moment for everyone. But it's instilled in you when you first fall in love with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? But then you have those who want to be part of the conversation. Man, that's the whack part. Because you don't really know, you don't really care. What you're lacking is a passion for it. As a listener, you don't have a passion for it. Sure, you know this is the hottest artist, or everybody talks about Jay Dilla. You learn more about him, but do you truly understand why people talk so much about him? That's the thing. You know, again, I'm not hip-hop police. I'm just trying to say, there's certain levels to your fandom. And when I say invite only, as a fan, everyone's welcome. But there's a VIP section, like in the back area. And it's just certain things you gotta know, just certain things you don't say. We've heard people say, you know, such is better than Tupac and Biggie. Get out the club, fam. You're banned. You're not even in the hip-hop club anymore. You know why I say that? Because everything is context. Everything is context. I mean, I'm a big fan of Marvin Gaye. I wasn't around when Marvin Gaye was getting busy like that. You know, of course, yeah, I was a little kid in the 80s when he did Sexual Healing and stuff like that. But Around the time I was an infant and prior to that, Marvin Gaye was already popping. Same thing with Stevie Wonder. I'm a huge fan of an album that was out, and I consider it probably the greatest album of all times, that Songs in the Key of Life. I wasn't around for that. But the thing is I understood the context. And as I listened to the album, I said to myself, damn, man, he was doing this then? And all these hit records that I used to hear on the radio and all over the place, they're all on this one double album? That gave me context. That gave me a strive to want to hear more deeper cuts from Stevie Wonder. So I could truly call myself a fan. Not because I want to just call myself a fan, but because I really dug the music. I really dug the story behind it. You gotta like. But I had a clash with somebody, and it was a brief clash with somebody who had a hip-hop degree. Now, sure, there's a part of me that's a little jealous that this person who doesn't really know that much about hip-hop has a degree to speak as an official authority of it, but that's not how hip-hop works. Invitation only. I'm certified. I've DJ'd, I've rapped, I've hosted hip-hop shows on radio, I've worked with record execs. I have a ton of little things that I feel comfortable saying what I say. Whereas with them, they took a class. Nah. The only class I ever took was at the park jams. And I was a little kid. But I was there for a lot of them. And no, I wasn't there when they created hip. Nah, man, I'm not that old. But one other thing. Now, there's invitation only as a fan. And of course, there's levels to that. Again, I can't tell you what to like. You just got to like what you like. I'm going to tell you, and I can't tell you how to like. That's on you. Just don't have those kind of conversations with real hip-hop fans. You'll find out how deep the rabbit hole really goes. And you ain't there. But the other one, rappers. It ain't for everybody either. Don't do it because it's the popular thing to do. I don't even care if it's trap. Just because it's popular doesn't mean you can do it. Just because it seems easy doesn't mean you can do it. Sure, maybe you can pop with some record or whatever, but at the end of the day, you will be exposed. And we've seen it happen. But see, the difference between a Yachty, you know what I'm saying, a Young Thug or whatever, getting caught out there trying to freestyle and sounding terrible, is they can always fall back on their money, but you can't. They could always say, but I'm making bread, but you can't. If you can't rap, stop rapping. Do it for fun. Don't try to be serious with it, because at some point, a real rapper, a real hip-hop fan, is going to challenge you in some way, and you won't know how to react. You know why? Because you watch YouTube videos and you listen to the radio and you said, I can do that. But a lot of us know, even whack rappers have been in ciphers, have been in moments where we had to rhyme in a group of other MCs. And you measured yourself by how people reacted to your stuff versus somebody else. How are you going to really make an impression if you're not really saying anything that's going to strike a chord with anybody? Or let alone, imagine a cypher where everybody's saying the same damn thing. That's because they don't belong here, fam. You don't belong here. Go ahead, man. Get out of here. Go. Yeah, that way. No, whatever way. Get the hell out of here. Invitation only. I said all that to say this. Again, I'm not hip-hop police. I am a fan of hip-hop. And my fandom is not standom. It's straight up a passion. That's how I feel about it. But how do you feel about it? Are you straight up proudly hip-hop police and you don't want them in the game? Or do you feel like it's okay for them to not know a lot of things about hip-hop history? Hip-hop is 44 years of age. It is time that we celebrate it in the right way and keep this culture going. That's going to do it for me. You can follow me on social media at Vegas World INC. If Facebook is your thing, facebook.com/hiphop right now. And check out my podcast, Hip Hop Now Podcast. The link is in the description. And until next time, y'all, I am not a critic. I'm a fan. Peace. Do Rag Dynasty. All right.
Drop it on the random.